Okay, so here we have A10, which is an isometric drawing, and I'm going to get started just basically forming a cuboid, which is the length and the width of this shape here. This is maybe a set of bathroom scales, so you would put your feet there and the display here would show what weight you wear. Now, since it's an isometric, we're using a 30-60. So first things first, I'm just going to extend the 3 lines that are already there. And these are just extended kind of rough sizes just now. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some measurements, use my compass. I'm going to measure the height. And then transfer it to here. I'm going to measure the length, and the full length is from there to there. And then I'm going to mark that one here. I guess quite well when I was drawing it. And then the width, which I'll measure across here. And transfer that onto here. Okay, so to these sizes I'm going to create a cuboid. So I'm going to go up from here, across from here, back from here, up from here, back from here, and then across from here. Okay, that's a basic cuboid. Now obviously it isn't a cuboid because we've got this curved part here, we've also got this slanted part here. I'm going to deal with the slanted part first. The important thing about the slanted part is this side here is this side here. So if I can find where that point is and where that point is on the side, then I can just draw a line between them. So to do that, I'm going to measure the height from here to here. Then I'm going to transfer that onto here. Then I'm going to measure how far in it is. Now, how far in it is given by this distance here. As you can see, that's in line with that there. So I'll just measure that there, and then transfer that onto here. And where these two come together, I can just draw a line. So now I know that I have more or less the same on the other side, so if I just transfer this line across to here, and then this point across to here, and if I join these two up, then I have this part. Now I'm just going to finish off this end, if you like, just now, just so that you can see what it looks like, just darkening that in. Okay, right, at this end here we've obviously got the curve going on, and in order to do that we're going to have to put generators on this because this is an isometric curve we're going to draw. So I'm going to deal with the outside curve first. So I'm going to draw some generators using my 30-60. Keep rotating this round, like so. Keep rotating it through the centre to the outside edge, and then just draw lines from where it cuts the outside circle to the centre line, to the centre line, to the centre line, to the centre line, like so. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. All these points we have to plot along here, so obviously we need to work out where that centre line is on here. Okay, and again it's down to using your compass to work that out. If I follow the elevation, I can measure the distance between here and here. And that gives me the position along the side here. So I'll just show you that again. Okay, now I could mark that on there, which would be fine, or I could measure it from there. I'm just going to mark it from here, which is fine. Mark that one there, and then I just have to project that line up, and then project a line across from that, like so. Now, we also have these wee distances here where it comes in, here and here. So I'm going to measure that distance. It is symmetrical, so I'll need to measure it once. I'll measure that in to there. Mark it on here, and mark it on here. So now I've got a centre line, which I'm going to mark in quite heavily so that you can see where it is. So that's just there. Long, short, long, short, long, short, long. Okay, so that's my centre line there. Okay, I need to get the actual centre of it, so I'm going to measure from here to the centre, and then from here to the centre, and once again draw a centre line here. So it's long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. Just extend that past the outside edge there. Okay, next job is essentially to transfer these 7 points onto this line here. Now, the first point and the last point are already done, so I'm measuring everything from the centre. So from there to the first point, and then just transfer that onto here. Turn it round because it's symmetrical onto this side here. Next one, from the centre to there, from the centre to there, from the centre to there. And we're going to build up a bit of a grid here, so I'm going to extend from this second point up, from this point up. That point's already been extended, up here and up here. Okay, next job is to measure the heights of each of these. So we'll start with this one, measure that there, mark it on the corresponding point there and there. Move on to the next one, mark it on the corresponding point there and there. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 points, and that gives us where the curve is. So what we do next is just draw a smooth curve through these. Now, it's always easier if you take this out of paper clips, and I prefer to do it like this. So just take it like this, and then I would prefer to go up and to the right. So up and to the right, turn it round. Now I really need to go up and to the left, unless I do this of course. Let's just turn it round to here, and I can go round, turn it round a bit, round, it's quite tight this one, round, and then down like that. And that's me got a fair curve through these points. Put it back in the clips, and we're ready to do the rest of the drawing. Okay, when you do that, just check it's square with the parallel slide, that it's parallel with the parallel slide. Okay, there's obviously the bottom part of this curve. We're not going to see much of it. We're going to see some of it, but not all of it. Now, to work out where you're going to stop seeing it, what you do is, if you draw a diagonal between the centre and here, where that cuts the outside, which is there, that's the point that you stop seeing. That's called the tangent point. That's the point where you'll stop seeing any more of the curve. So really, we're only really interested in this point and this point to get a feel for where the drawing is, and actually this point as well, which I'll put a wee dot on. So the way I like to do this is I'd measure how far down the curve goes here, and then I draw a line down from each of these points, and I just measure how far down it goes. So to there, to there, and to there. Now obviously this point here is hidden, but you can use it as a guide to where the line is going to come from. So the line is going to come from there and then go up to here and then go right up to there. So you can firm that in like so. And then that line that we drew down from the tangent point, we just firm that in like so. Okay, so we now have a nice neat curving point there. Okay, now I have gone too far with this, so I'm going to have to get rid of that wee point there. Okay, which I'll do later on in the drawing. So I'm going to firm in this line here, which goes down, right down to the bottom, and that part there, that wee tail that I've drawn extra, I will get rid of shortly. And I'm going to firm this line in here. This is an edge. Okay, and I can firm in this line here, and I can firm in this line here. That's most of the kind of hard part of the drawing done. What's left now is to do this inside out isometric circle and then this shape here. So we'll do this now. So what we have to do is split this up into a clock face and then project the points onto the drawing.